Hi, I'm Curt Frye, and in this movie, I'd like to show you a quick little technique that I developed for a friend who had an issue with a workbook at his job. The sample file I'm using is called Effective Date, and I will give you the link to download it in the video description. The idea is that his company had hired individuals and they needed to calculate the day where their benefits started. And the rule, which you can see over on the right, is that if they were hired on a day with the number 15 or lower, then their benefits started on the first day of the current month. So if they were hired on January 3rd, the effective date would be January 1st. However, if the day was 16 or higher, then their benefits would start on the first day of the next month. So if they were hired on January 16, then their benefits would start on February 1st. And there are a lot of ways that you can try to do this with really complicated formulas, but there's actually an easy way to do it using the date function. The date function lets you create a date from the component parts of other dates, or even just numbers that you enter. So let's see what that looks like. I'm in cell B4, and the cell data we're working with is in cell A4. So I'll click back in B4, type equal, and we are going to use the date function. So that's highlighted. I'll press tab, and we need to create the year. The year will simply be the year of the value in A4. So we'll use the year function, and the serial number, which is the date, is in A4. Remember that dates are represented as numbers within Excel. Comma. Now we need to do the month, and the month is calculated using our rule of 15 or lower or 16 or higher. For that, we can use an if function. So I'll type if, left parentheses, and then the logical test will be the day. So the day component of the date from A4. So we'll have day A4. And if that value is less than or equal to 15, comma, if true, then the month will be the same month as the date in cell A4. So I'll have month, A4, then a comma, or excuse me, a right parentheses, then a comma, and the value if false will be the month from A4 plus 1. So month, A4, plus 1. Then a right parentheses that closes out the if function, then a comma, and now we need to indicate the day. It will always be the number 1, whether it's the first of the current month or the first of the next month. So I'll type a right parentheses and enter, and we get 1/1/2024. Now click cell B4, and I will drag the fill handle at the bottom right corner, that's the green square, down, and we get 1/1/21, and that's because January 16 is 16 or higher. Then we have a 9, an 8, and a 29. And the 29 for June means that we go forward to the next month, which is July. So now let's see what happens if someone were to start on December 16. So in cell A9, I'll type 12/16/24. And it increments or goes up to 1/1/2025. So the date formula is smart enough to realize that instead of wrapping around to 1 in the current year, it goes up to 1 or the month of January in the next year. I hope you find this tip useful. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel.